Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today I bring something very big, very mega, which is Alhambra, the mega box. So I didn't have Alhambra before and I decided to invest already on the mega box. Then I would have the whole collection. I hope so. I'm not sure if other things are being released, but at least here I have, and this is really a mega box. See my hand here? It's one of those from the Queen games. You have the base game, 43 expansion module, which I'm not sure exactly what it means, if we're talking about just tiles or whatever. 2 tile dispensers instead of 1. Enlarged tiles, which is something curious, if you could do like a bigger Alhambra, build a bigger Alhambra. And you still see Alhambra here, or a castle behind the Arabic windows or something. This is called the Designer's Edition, the Limited Designer's Edition. Because apparently it mentions here that there's a collection of expansion models created by 10 world-famous designers and fans. So most of the names I don't know they are, sorry, maybe it's my problem. I just see here Stevenfeld, which is one of the names, but that's it. Okay, and I would like to show you around the box, but this is so heavy that I believe that I'll do some mistake with the camera if I try to. I think this weighs like 10 kilos or something. Whew. And you can see my plastic is already asking to be ripped apart. It will happen soon, don't worry. And I just want to show you the 24 modules, the designer expansion models, and then these mention the artists. All the artists are mentioned in all of them. Okay, so let's see what is inside Alhambra Mega Box. So I'll just take the advantage that this box is upside down to... Why am I cutting the plastic since it's already half ripped or something? Taking this out. Okay. It's gonna be a whole minute just to take all this plastic from around the box. Trust me, this is really heavy. I'm trying to do with the setup that I have here. And whew, I'm sweating. I'm sweating behind the camera already. You cannot see. Maybe there's some glow there. Some sweat shine. Okay, so now we turn it around again. I guess this is going to be a video for a full hour. And let's open the mega box. Okay. Wow. So yeah, until the very top filled. And you get 2 manuals immediately. One is in German. Look at the size of this thing, just the German version, German. And the other one is in English, which is going to be the one that I'm just show you here. The box is so heavy that if I try to move it, it's going to pull also the tablecloth that I have. So yeah, mega box, the designers. Okay, some instructions, you can see the basic Alhambra kind of thing, and I will explain how to play Alhambra later on. Basic rules for Alhambra. Then Vizier's favor, so this must be expansion. How many expansions can you add? It's like Carcassonne, you can add as many as you want. Squares, so it also brings squares now. City gates, diamonds, characters. Okay, characters makes the game different. Camps, city walls. Oh, you can build walls now as well, because one of the ways for you to score was through the walls. Change. Okay, so now you can have change, because before you could not. It says here, the player can build with coins just as with money, making it easy to pay the exact amount. Okay. So that's a big difference. The street trader. I guess this game, this box deserved like a focus on all of these components, but it's going to be very difficult for me, so I'm just going to move forward and show you what you can expect. The treasure chamber, look at that. The master builders, invaders, bazaars, and so many things. The power of Sultan. Now some dice there as well. Caravanserai. Art of the Moors. This becomes so different, the game now. The Falconeers. The Watchtowers. Watchtowers. Okay. Building sites. I'm just trying to imagine how am I going to try all these expansions. Okay, so we had these blue expansions. Let me see if I can understand what is the difference. So the base game and then the blue. Maybe this is one of the expansion. Oh, there it is. Yes. So base game was in orange, red. Then the expansion models were on the blue page, and now we are going to enter the yellow page, which are the designer expansions. Then we have the Queenie expansions and some fan made. So yeah, there's no purple. No. So these are the Queenie expansions. We named the magical buildings and Medina. Then now the designers. From Dirk Henn, we have the new building grounds. From Dirk Henn as well, the major construction projects. From Emmanuel Ornella, the palace stuff. We have some standees there. There's something. From Ornella as well, orchards. From Klaus-Jürgen Redd, the traveling craftsman. Klaus-Jürgen Redd, the bathhouses. From the same guy, the wishing wells. Marco Ruskowski and Marcel Schrulenbeck, the fresh colors. I would love to know who these guys are. Marco, the same guy, so Marco and Marcel, palace designers. From Michael here, Alhambra Zoo, the zoo. Maybe these expansions are connected with the games these guys created. Gates without hand, from Michael Reniak. Mike Elliott, the Building of Power. I know this name, but I cannot remember who he is. Rudiger Dorn, extensions. Come on, so many things. Stefan Feld, the Handy Man. Okay, so Feld brought the Handy Man. And Louis David Peloquin, the personal building market. Come on, so many things. Frank Sander, the treasures. And from Stefan Schiltz, Caliph's guidelines, which look like some bonus in the end of the game or something. Wow, come on. Hey, so these were the fans. These three last guys. Okay. Wow, some stickers to put on the corresponding cards or whatever. And then we need a map to navigate through all that, to all that we just saw. You see the map here? Yes, so these are base game. We see map for you to navigate around, and you have numbers. So the numbers are, you have on the other sides, because this is also 2 layers of tokens. Come on. And by the name, the number is related with here. Let's see. So on 30, let's see, on 41, we have page 41. Where's page 41? The zoo. That's not the zoo, right? Page 41. So that's, it is page 41. Page 41. It's not the zoo, it's gates without end. So I see it badly, right? Yeah. Games without end. Yeah, so it's a book. It's mentioning the page of the book where you can find the instructions to play around with this expansion. So that's fine. That's well organized. That's a cool thing. So everything goes into their own place, and you just need to figure it out the corresponding page. So that's fine. Okay, come on. I've never seen so many layers of tokens to be, and look at this. It even has a rubber band to hold everything. So there's one layer here. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, it's double. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 boards of tiles. Then the next one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 layers of tiles to be unpunched. And then we finally get in. We finally get in. 2 bags for you to take out the tiles. No, the tiles come from the standee. So yeah, some of these expansions may require you to take things from the bag. And now it looks like there's a whole bunch of empty space now, because you need to fit all the tiles. But strangely enough, I only see 1 insert. So there are some wooden cubes. This. Oh, look at these things. 1 for each player. Maybe there's a sticker coming there. Going there. Some cylinders. Dice. Wood meeples. There are the walls and meeples. Black cubes. And there's a bunch of cards here. Not that many cards. Yeah, you see? Not that many cards. So the expansions come mostly from tiles, because then you have the cards. Probably just this deck is the base deck. And then some other cards from the three packs for the expansions. Or maybe these are base game. Both these. So there are not many new cards for this game. And there's something else here lost. What is this? Oh, this one. This one was already unpunched. That's strange. I don't know what it is. And there's some special die here that needs to be built. So crazy. Okay, so what's happening here? There's only 1 layer. There's only 1 layer. There's only 1 layer, so... Oh, come on. How am I missing an insert here? See that? There's just one. There's just this bottom row. The top row, this row is not here. Come on. I've been ripped off. Yeah, seems like it. Let me see if the insert is inside. No, there's not. There's empty. It's empty. Oh, come on. How have this happened? So the box is it on the lid? No. Yeah, there's 1 insert missing. But how could an insert be there if... Yeah. So how am I gonna store all this crap? Yeah, they've missed this insert. It's so crazy. I'm still trying to recover from the fact that this game didn't bring the smaller insert, which I believe it's a logistical error, because it was already filled to the top and you didn't have 1 insert there. So I'm not sure how they've made this edition. So I'm gonna store everything in bags, unfortunately. So this experience is not going as positive as I expected, but I still want to show you all the tiles that come with the game. So many things that'll take me hundreds of hours to unpunch everything. But that's it. Yeah, don't ask me what they are, because I don't know. I need to find my way to sort everything out. Yeah. So now we have here the workers, the standees that we saw on the other side, some more boards, different tiles. Then these workers as well. These tiles, they're also different. They require dice to be used. Okay, so we're still seeing different stuff from the base game. Resources, some treasures. Different type of resource here. Okay, so this is the first tower for tiles. The first, or is it just 1 here? I don't know. Looks like this is just 1, right? We have 4 walls. There's a second one. There's a smaller one. This looks like a smaller one. Okay, so there's a Alhambra tile for the points. Yeah, it looks bigger indeed. And then the scoring points. The scoring part. The initial tiles for all the players. Some tiles, more tiles. And indeed, they look bigger than before. These look like slightly bigger than the base game normal edition. Okay, this is also the board where you put the cards and you put the tiles for the market. 3 more scoring pads. Okay, the money for the exchange expansion. The catacombs kind of thing. tiles here. I'm gonna fill a whole recycle bag just with the punching content for this game. Okay, that's it. More tiles. And even more. Okay, so the one we saw lost was coming from here. That it is. And more cards here. And the stickers. Okay. The way the game works is very simple and could be explained easily. Just a base game, and then I don't have the time to go through all these expansions. I would love to, but it's too much for a video. So you start with the starting tile, which is this fountain. So this means that you'll be the blue player for coloring purposes. And then on your turn, you may decide to either buy more tiles for your Alhambra or get more cards. Cards which are the money, and you start with some. So basically what you need to do is you need to take a look at the cost of the tiles. Okay, so the cost is this number here on the corner, and they for this column here you need to pay on with yellow money. Here needs to be with green money, here blue money, and here orange money. So you need to have at least the cards that sum the amount that you see there. Okay, so for example here I could pay, I need 8, so I could pay let me see an example here. I could pay easily, I need to pay 8 here for the green, so I could pay with these two cards, which would be 9. 9 is above the 8, so I would take this and then I would fit next to my Alhambra that I would put here on the table. The way you put it is important. We'll speak about that. But the game has a magic here, which is if you pay exactly the amount that costs the tile, you see the 8, then you are able to play again. You have another play, which could be buying another tile, or buying or taking cards. So you should try to engage multiple actions in order for you to achieve the most. Okay, try to get more actions as possible. You don't get the exchange. So if I spend 9 to buy something that costs 8, there's no exchange back. You just lose that extra. Okay, and then the way you place it, the placement itself, it's not that difficult because you just need to respect a few rules. The rules mean that all the tiles that you place, they need to be accessible to the fountain. Okay, so I could not do something like this. Okay, now this one I could. Sorry, what you could not do is, I'm trying to find here an example that would replicate that. You could not have something that would be like this, right? Because there's no direct access from the fountain here, because there are some walls, so you could not pass. Okay, so always there needs to be a walking path to the tile that you put. And another thing is, you see some of the tiles have this brown border. These are the walls of the Alhambra. Okay, so the walls need to be connected and respect other walls. So you could not put things like this because the wall is not connected to a wall. But you could do this because, well, in terms of walls you could, because you're connecting walls, but then this tile would not be accessible to the fountain, so you could not, right? And you also need to respect the orientation, so I could not do this, right, like that, right? They always need to be placed vertically or normally orientated. The thing with the walls is it's not just difficult thing the way you set up, is because in the end of the game you will also score points by the largest wall that you have in your Alhambra. Okay, so this will grow the largest connected wall, so it's another way for you to score. Not only on the end of the game, but also throughout the game you will score the size of the wall. And the reason is, why is it throughout the game, is because the game is played in 3 rounds. Okay, there are some cards that you put in the middle of the deck. Once they pop out, the cards are these that I have here on my side. These two here. Okay, so this is the first one and this is the second one. When this one pops out, then the game ends and everyone will count the number of tiles they have with these colors. So you see the colors that these are the brown tiles, these are the purple tiles, and these are the green tiles. So everyone counts, and the player that has the most will win the points that you see here. Okay, and the points will increase throughout the game. If there is a tie, there is a split on the points. Okay, so on the first round, only the first player, the one that has more, wins. Then on the second round, It's the first player and the second player. And then this thing here, by the end of it shows you the complete counting. In the end of the game, first player, second player, and the third player also count. There are different numbers of the number of tiles that you can get. And the square you see here is that you can have a tile that stays here on the outside, is not counting, but you can place it later as an action in your turn. So you don't pick any tile, you don't pick any cards, you just use your turn or your action to place a tile that you were holding here on your Alhambra. And that's it. That's Alhambra. So yeah, I have a huge mess here around me with this big box, and the biggest mess for me is the fact that it is incomplete, missing one insert, which is a huge mistake, and I don't have a way to return it. So yeah, I'm just picturing how am I going to hold everything. Lots of bags, I assume. So yep, thank you for participating in this journey with me and feeling my pain throughout the video. I'm suffering from the inside from this incomplete box. But anyway, I hope you liked the video to the point that you're considering hitting that like button and subscribing. So I have a full playlist dedicated to board games as well as all the major card games and board games out there. And also, if you like podcasts, I also have a podcast called The Table Talks, when I'm interviewing people to get to know their stories, their projects, their profiles while playing board games online with them. So I definitely think that you will find interesting content in the channel to consider subscribing and to be part of this community. Thank you very much, and I hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.